Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the XPress tutorial. In this episode, we will be learning how to return a different types of response. That means how to solve a different types of response, either text response, JSON response, XML response, image response, or PDF response in RESTful Web API. Okay, so let's begin from the scratch. Let's quickly revise the thing and start from Express. Okay, so let's quickly create a one new project. In the desktop I'm creating another project called hello express 1, and let's start from the scratch. So we have created a brand new project. Our project is completely empty. Let's open integrated terminal, initialize the project, okay, and install the Express.js module in the project. Okay, all these things we have already done in our first two episodes. Now what we can do, let's create a folder src and start developing our server main.js, okay, by quickly importing the Express.js module. Okay, this is the starting point. Let's start. Assign this to one variable express. Let's create an instance of express. Okay, now start the server, create the server by writing this line, and we are starting the server on port number 3000. So let's go to the debug tab and click on the run and debug option, select the option Node.js, and we can see, if you can see this option, we can say that our server has been started. Let's go to the browser and type 3000. If you can see this, I can say that our server has successfully started. Now let's create a web API or REST API app.get. Okay, in this way we are doing what? We are creating a API which will be serving a get method, which we have learned in our last episode. It takes two parameters, the path parameter and the callback. Callback has a two important property parameter, req and response. The response object is used to do what? To return the response back to the client. What we can do, we can use, okay, in this method, in this episode we are going to learn how to use response object. So we have used, sometimes we have used send method, sometimes we have used JSON method, but now let's, in this episode, let's learn how to use what are the different options we have in the response object. Okay, so for that let's quickly create a another API, and I'm calling this what? Text response. That means if I want to return a text response, a simple text, simple string message. So for that, what is the method we will be using? The method is used response.send. It return serving the text response. Okay, so what does the send method is doing in the response object? The send method, okay, the send method is used to return a text response. Okay, let's call this API text response. So now if you want to solve a JSON response, so what are the things we will be using? App.get. Let's get another get API, and the URL for the each REST API must be different. Okay, now here what we are trying to solve, a JSON response. To solve a JSON response, we will be using response.json. Okay, and apart from that, we do not have to do anything. We do not have to put any content type, application JSON, or it internally taken. Express.js internally take care of everything. Let's suppose id is equal to 1, title is equal to hello world, hello JSON. Since we are making some changes in the API, we'll keep restarting the server. And now what is the URL for this? JSON. So what we are doing, we are serving, now we know how to serve string response, we serve how to serve JSON response, and now let's, and if you don't want, let's suppose I don't want to solve anything. I don't want to solve nothing. I want to solve nothing. I don't want to return anything. Maybe. So there is such kind of requirement. So what we can simply write end method. Response.end method is used to return nothing. So let's call this method API. Okay, so now you can see there is no response. If I call here what JSON, you can see the call is coming here. If I call nothing, the call will come here. What we can do, we can also debug this. So you can see the request is coming here and it is doing nothing. It's simply ending the request. And now what, suppose if you want to return a binary response, that is what, let's serve an image. Serve an image. If you are serving an image, so one of the most important thing is what, where is the image? Okay, so now let's suppose our image, let's put the image in our src folder itself. So what I will do, I have a one sample image and sample PDF. What I will do, I will copy this in my project folder in the Hello Express one under the src. Why I am doing here, I will explain you now. Okay, now you can see in our project, this is the, in the src folder there are two things, sample image and sample PDF. So now let's try to solve the image and solve the PDF. How to do that? By using response.send file. Okay, by using the response.send file, what we can do, we can solve what, we can solve the image response. But we have to understand where is my file. So my file is in src folder, so how we will get the location? Okay, so let's try to understand that response.send, and I'm trying to send here what, underscore dir name. So dir name is a variable, it's a global variable provided by the Express.js. Okay, and let's try to, okay, either Node.js or Express.js. Let's try to call this URL. So img. So by using the dir name, what we are getting? We are getting a response called the path of the actual server where we are writing the program under the src folder. Okay, so by taking this path, what we can do? So let's compose a path const file path. What is our file path will be? Our file path will be underscore dir name plus. Now, if you want to solve what response? Image response. So what I will be writing here? Sample dot apg. And now what I can do? I can use this file path. Okay, and then one more thing, either we can return a text response or binary response, and once the response has been generated, we cannot send the response one another time. Okay, so that's why I'm removing these lines. So response.send file is used to solve what, to solve image or to solve PDFs. So let's restart the server, and this is our URL img. Okay, under the, okay, there's a small change where I have to do what, slash. And since we are making some changes, let's restart the server. Now you can see our application, that our server is serving what, a image response. In the same way, what we can do, we can also return PDF. So what is the PDF here? Sample PDF. So I will be renaming this sample.pdf. And again, by using the send file method, what we can do, we can return the PDF response. Let's restart the server and let's call this URL PDF. Now what is the output we are getting? The PDF response from the server. So what we have learned in this episode, we have learned how to return a text response and how to return a binary response. Apart from this, one more thing I would like to conclude at the end. We can also return the status. We can also return the status. What is the status? The status is the HTTP status. REQ, RES, and what we can done here, response.send status, and we can simply write here what, 200. 200 means what, if you don't want to return any text response or binary response, we just want to say that the request is successful. By saying just 200 means what, request is successful. So what we can say here, the output is status. It will return simply okay. And by just sending a 400 or 404, this is the standard code provided. It's a standard code of the HTTP. Okay, so let me, okay, copy this. What we are trying to return now? Core not code. So it's a standard code. Standard code for what? File not found or client side error. It's a not found. So we are returning a standard response. Let's suppose we are trying to return a standard error 500. 500 means what? Internal server error. Let's suppose we are getting a some server error. We can directly return this such kind of response. That means in your cache block if the exception is handling. If some exception happens. So if I call this, what you can see internal server error. So what we have learned in this episode, we have learned how to return a different types of response, either text response, JSON response, or if you don't want to return anything, or how to solve a file that can be image, PDF, or that could be anything, and also how to handle a different types of status code. In the next episode, we will be learning how to parse input request. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you.